Hi all! Everything in my video is pulled from the public domain, and I am using them under the Fair Use, Fair Dealings guidelines. Everything I say is my own opinion. You should look into this information for yourselves, but I'm pretty sure I'm right.
Good morning, everybody. You guys, we only have like 2 or 3 things to cover. Not very big, but one is a happy event and one is a just for your informational event. So let's just jump in with both feet and get there, shall we? Let's go. Okay, to start with, one of my followers sent me this collage and creepy. Don't you guys think that's creepy? Wow, I just had to show it to you. All right, let's go. So I'm getting a lot of messages from people asking how this whole thing happened with the radio show. So let me just step my foot out there. I wrote to her on March 28th, and she wrote back and asked me if I wanted a radio show. I was like right off the bat, I love you. You want a radio show? I was like, what? So we talked, and I decided to sign up with her radio show. And in a little less than 2 weeks, I had almost 1 million views on the radio station. So this past Friday, I wrote to her and said, would you be interested in streaming Yankee Wally? Because after all, she can't get back on YouTube, I don't think. I don't think it's going to work. And so I asked Yankee Wally if she was interested, and she said yes. And can I please give your phone number to Miss Sobel? And she said yes, and I connected them. And then the next thing you know, this announcement came out. And I could not be happier for her. So now she is also on the station, and she also got the offer to host a radio show. I said no to that because, quite frankly, I don't think I'd be good on live radio. But she took it, and that's what she's going to be doing. I think it's absolutely fabulous. And you all should know that I was connected to Miss Sobel by Yankee Wally supporter on Twitter. Now with that, the followers of Meghan Markle are saying things, I swear, I don't know what it is with these people. Meghan's going to sue the radio station. Why would you, could you imagine? She sues a radio station because they hired somebody that she doesn't like. It's like, could you imagine her attacking a radio station that's set up for the LGBT community? Go ahead, attack it. Let's see how that goes for you. Like, oh my God. Now, for anybody who didn't see it on the first announcement, Royal Daily Tea is also on the radio station. Anybody else who's interested, just get in touch with me. Now, I also want to give a big shout out to Avid Gardner. She was the young lady who also gave me a platform when I was off of YouTube, and she offered to do the same thing for Yankee Wally, and she did. So you can listen to Yankee Wally directly, what she has to say on YouTube, if you go to her channel, okay? Wow, and as I'm working on this, I just saw that Queen Gertrude joined as well. Whoop, whoop! Now, in the middle of all of this where my channel was taken down, you guys should know that I did an interview with a very nice gentleman. He's a UK journalist. He had a lot to say, and he put out a report which I think was very unbiased. Now, here's the thing. A certain someone whose name I don't wish to name anymore because, frankly, it might come out wrong and I'll be accused of calling somebody names. He tweeted that I'm telling the world that I think a white prince marrying a black woman caused more racial division. But actually, that's not what I said. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. He nitpicks on things and tries to twist the narrative. What I said was her calling everybody a racist is what has caused the division. But of course, he really needs the squad to back him, and things have not gone well with him at all. And they even interviewed him for this interview, and for this article, and you know what he said? Even though I'm reinstated, my being thrown off was a victory for him. Well, there you go. I wonder if the Sussex Squad has figured out yet that they keep having fundraisers and they keep giving money to Boozy and nothing has changed. I wonder if they realize, if it's dawning on them yet, that he's using them for money. He's totally using them to, like, he points them in the direction and says, go get them. And the squad attacks. And if anything legal were to happen, he could always say, well, I never sent them there. I didn't tell them to do that. I wonder if they figured that out yet.
Now, you should know that as soon as Mr. Boozy found out about the platform, now I've received a tip regarding her. You didn't get a tip. This guy is just pulling stuff out of whatever orifice he has. He says she's brazenly plagiarizing articles from news outlets. I am so sorry. Don't news outlets put out information and other news outlets pick that information up and then they report it? That's how stuff gets put out. I mean, could you imagine telling CNN that they're plagiarizing something that was on Fox News because they picked it up from Fox? I mean, really? Come on, people. I mean, this guy is so reaching. And he's like, now watch this space. Keep watching because this is going to get good. You guys, come on.
Now, I'm going to say they possibly might have figured it out because I happen to know that this statement above is absolutely true because I know one of the people who was actually on the podcast or on his Spaces. Boozy did a Spaces and, he'd been plugging it for forever and everybody needs to come listen to this. This is the most important thing. Come listen to it. 3 people showed up. So maybe the squad is realizing that they are totally being used by this man and he's sucking up their money and they're not getting anything for it.
Now, I laid down a challenge to the Sussex Squad before, a challenge that they did not rise to. So I'm going to put it out there again. You've got my email address. You guys email me and give me reasons why I should like Meghan Markle. Change my mind. Not one person rose to that challenge. I doubt they will now either, but give it a shot.
All right, let's jump into it. Now, this article came out saying that Harry was branded emotionally needy and relying on Meghan Markle. I think we all know already that that is absolutely true. She literally used the mommy complex on him. He literally sees her, I think, as in that role, which is why she leads him around. She tries to tell him what to do. We know that she's the one who wears the pants in the family. Absolutely, he's completely reliant on Meghan Markle. We know that. Remember, read these articles that were coming out that Harry and Meghan may be at the star-studded celebrity event next week. They might be going to the wedding. They may get an invitation. And how many times did I tell you guys they would never get an invitation after what Meghan did? Meghan accused Victoria Beckham of leaking information. She ruined any real friendship between David Beckham and Prince Harry. And then Victoria and David were only invited to the wedding and not the party afterwards when Harry and Meghan got married. I told you that was never going to happen. Well, this is the kind of stuff that they do. They put out information and they try to get people to think that they're going to be there and they're not. You see stuff like this above. They're having chartered jet issues. Please. So it was exactly what I said. They had a fabulous, fabulous, fabulous wedding. Harry and Meghan were not invited, and everybody else under the sun, from Eva Longoria, Serena Williams, and her husband, Gordon Ramsay, they were all there. Harry and Meghan were not invited. The bride wore a Valentino dress. Apparently, she flew to Rome several times to make sure that the dress was just perfect. Now, you all should know that William and Kate were invited. But unfortunately, they just come back from the tour. They were going on a vacation with the kids, the Platinum Jubilee, everything going on. They couldn't make it, but they sent their best wishes. But that shows you where David and Victoria's, where their stuff lies. And it lies with Catherine and William, as it should. The bride looked absolutely fabulous. It looked like a beautiful venue. And these photos actually were taken after the actual ceremony. These are when the professional photos were being taken. Looks like it was a traditional dress with a very, very, very long flowing veil. Beautiful white flowers. They stood under I guess you would call it an arch of, what do you call that? Rainbow, dripping, raining flowers. I don't know how you say that. You'll see a picture of it in a minute. It was absolutely gorgeous. Anyway, they looked very happy. Apparently, the wedding went off without a hitch, and it was all well done. Everybody was very happy. I couldn't get a really good shot of them, or I didn't see a really good shot, but it looks like the bridesmaid dresses were either black or dark blue. They were of a dark color. Okay, so anyway, moving on. Then it became time after all the photos were taken to move on to the reception. The Beckham's youngest child, Harper, was one of the flower girls. Look how cute. Look how cute with the flower bands around their heads. I think that's a great picture. I think they did a really good job. And she's a very pretty little girl. She's the one on the right, just in case you're confused. David and Victoria then headed to the reception. Look at her dress. Va va voom. Like, really. All right, there's their other son, Romeo, with his girlfriend walking into the reception. Here's Serena Williams with her sister Venus. I love the black outfit, and I love the pink one. I'm just not too crazy about the color, but I love the shape on her. There's Gordon Ramsay. He was apparently there with his daughter. There's Serena's husband. Everybody looked like they were having a great time. Eva Longoria. This woman never ages. Have you guys ever noticed that? Like, she looks exactly the same as she did when she was on that famous TV show she was on. Like, she just doesn't age. Mel C, one of the original Spice Girls, was also there. She was wearing a very beaded dress. But again, she looked absolutely phenomenal. Now, I will say the wedding took a while to put together because the bride is a heiress to a billion-dollar fortune, while the groom is only going to be heir to a multi-million-dollar fortune. So prenups must be signed, but everything was done, and it was a beautiful service. Yes. So congratulations to the bride and the groom. You guys looked absolutely fabulous. Looked like it was a beautiful day, and I wish you all the life, love, and success. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I had to put this in because people are like, we can see Finn's tag, right? Be careful, phone number. Well, there's what's on Fig's tag. And as you can see, it says, call my mom, she is crying. I had to put that on there because if he got lost, I would cry. So, I hope that clears up the information about Yankee Wally. I am completely excited for her. I'm so glad she has not just a YouTube platform, but she has a huge platform now. They're going to air her stuff all over the United States. I'm so excited for her. Congratulations. You've earned it. And also congratulations to Mr. Beckham and his new wife. So leave those comments below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to check if you're already subscribed to make sure you're still subscribed. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Getter. You can follow me on Rumble. Don't forget you can email me at susmith1112@yahoo.com. For those who have donated to my coffee fund, thank you guys so much. And as always, have a great day.